And certainly even on TRT, my face has changed significantly from where I was a few years ago to today. I look a lot older, I think, than I did a few years ago, where I had a much more baby face. And some of this I do think is related not just to Hey guys, so you see a lot of powerlifters, bodybuilders, and people out there where they seem to age so much quicker on androgens. And this video, I'm going to go into the science of whether testosterone, androgens, being on steroid cycles can actually age your face and make you appear older. One of my favorite powerlifters is Shane Hunt, but what's interesting is that just a few years ago, he looks considerably younger than today, where his face looks pretty old, and we know he's pretty open with his usage. Now, is there a role of androgens in skin aging? Yes, there is, and some of the science is pretty interesting. Now, testosterone and DHT in the research have been shown to negatively influence the recovery of the skin barrier after injury, for example, and that if you injure yourself, for example, the skin can heal slower if you're on androgens or if your androgen levels are very high. Testosterone and DHT can blunt the healing process by reducing wound healing and increasing inflammation, basically leading to a reduced wound repair response. And estrogens in the research have been shown to enhance recovery over things like androgens like testosterone and DHT. And testosterone can influence the thickness of your skin as well. Men typically have thicker skin on average than women because testosterone upregulates the production and maintenance of dermal thickness, for example, or skin thickness. And testosterone can influence sebaceous gland activity, which is why on steroids or cycle you can get significant problems with acne, because it actually leads to increased lipid production in the tissues like our skin. And basically testosterone and its derivatives can definitely play a significant role in skin aging, negatively influencing the skin barrier function, healing, and overall aging of the skin. What is most interesting though is that we know the mTOR process, which is a key regulator of lifespan of cells, including skin cells, is turned on primarily by testosterone and androgens. And studies have time and time again showed that testosterone and growth factors significantly upregulate mTOR expression and mTOR activity in, say, for example, muscle cells. But there's no reason this doesn't also translate to skin cells. So guys who are using heavy androgens and heavy cycles are upregulating their mTOR activity and definitely increasing the activation of this protein. And this protein, as a key regulatory complex for all of our cellular lifespan mechanics, it can definitely negatively influence how long a cell lives for. Down-regulating the lifespan of cells will lead to aging. Definitely in the research, in people who are aging and who are older, the older population often have unregulated levels of mTOR expression and mTOR activity. And this is a theory as to why androgens and, say, for example, if you're on a steroid cycle, can significantly lead to you looking older over the course of many, many years. Chronic androgen use, I think, will age all cells, and definitely this doesn't just apply to muscle cells or, general cells in your body. It can apply to the skin itself, and this is why I think that you see guys who have taken steroids look considerably older. Even looking at someone like Larry Wheels on cycle versus off cycle is a huge difference. On cycle, he looks heavy, bloated, the wrinkles are quite prominent, and he looks older than he actually is. When he comes off, a lot of that goes away. Now, it's not just androgens, it's also a lot of the ancillary drugs that these bodybuilders are taking: diuretics, HCG, insulin, peptides in some circumstances. All of these things can contribute to bloating, can contribute to water retention, can contribute to you looking older than you actually are. And certainly even on TRT, my face has changed significantly from where I was a few years ago to today. I look a lot older, I think, than I did a few years ago, where I had a much more baby face. And some of this I do think is related not just to the aging process. I'm only mid-20s, but definitely to my TRT usage. I don't push my TRT. I keep my levels not super physiological, just within a healthy natural reference range. But I do think that even TRT has aged my face to a certain extent. The research backs up that at a cellular process, androgens can definitely increase aging of cells. And I do think this applies equally to skin cells, and your facial structure itself can definitely be altered by, for example, TRT usage, androgen usage, plus, like I said, all the ancillary drugs that these bodybuilders, powerlifters, strongmen, physique competitors, whoever it is, or just general, fitness guys in the gym are taking, definitely can contribute. And this video is just a little insight into that. The science does back this up, and it is a process of managing that. I've done a few videos on like longevity for cells. Definitely for skin cells, it's going to be things like manipulating the mTOR process, and also being able to turn on AMPK, and also things like resveratrol and vitamin B for longevity of cells, and vitamin B being probably the easiest in terms of a skin regime cream. It's very easily topically applied in a lot of skin products. And if you are interested in that pathway, check this video out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is a little bit of science about the skin and androgens. I will see you in the next video.